morning. Good morning. Let me start out. So we've been doing Operation Christmas Child for the last couple of years, and we wanted to kind of share with you how it came about and kind of what it looks like for us. First off, though, I want to do a pop quiz for these kids here and ask them why we do it. So, Briley, hopefully this is on.
Is the switch on?
Do you want to put them up front? Do you want to put them up there?
Come over here, Briley.
Let me see it.
All right. So, Briley, tell them what you like about Operation Christmas Child and why you do it. What do you do? Okay. What do you do with Operation Christmas Child? What do you have in your hands?
A shoebox.
Okay. Where does that shoebox go?
To the kids who don't have anything.
Okay. What else do they get inside this box? Why else do we do it besides giving them stuff?
So kids can know about him.
That's right. Nolan, what's your favorite thing to put in the shoebox? What's your favorite thing?
Toys.
Toys, okay. All right, of course, toys.
Good job.
Good job, Nolan. So I wanted to kind of share with you, if you want to go ahead and go to the next slide. 2013, Randy and Tracy Hankins in our church, they are kind of the area coordinators, and they were talking with our kids a lot about Operation Christmas Child and just in our church. Well, they just fell in love with the idea of sending a shoebox overseas to kids that don't have a lot. And so the funniest thing is we catch them playing with their toys, and what do you think they'd be playing? They'd be playing Operation Christmas Child. They'll pack it up, and they were playing it. They were sending these over to overseas kids and things like that. And so they just fell in love with the idea. And so they started, in 2013, starting early in the year, they started saving their money for Operation Christmas Child. And by November, they had over $300 saved up from birthday money and just all the money throughout the year. They saved $300. It was all for Operation Christmas Child. And then Briley had an idea. Well, what if we raise money to send more shoe boxes? So Briley, the very first year, 2013, what did we make?
Candy canes.
Yeah, we made candy cane Christmas tree ornaments. And so I thought, this sounds great. Maybe we could do 15. That'd be great if we do 15 shoe boxes. That'd be awesome. And we get to Nolan, and we say, Nolan, how many should we do this year? And Nolan, what'd you say?
100.
He said 100. So I thought, now that is a lofty goal. Just think about this. To send 100 shoe boxes is $700. Just to send them. That's not to pack them. But that's Nolan's goal. I thought, that's really cute, buddy. That's really cute. But that's what they did. They made candy cane ornaments, and they sold them for $7 a piece. You can see them right there that's our dining room. They're making them there. Sold them for $7 a piece. And they raised over $800 the first year, enough to send 100 shoe boxes. Go ahead and go to the next slide there. This is our basement. It became kind of the Operation Christmas Child Processing Center. What we did that first year is we packed, and I know y'all done Operation Christmas Child. You can choose boys or girls, and you can choose 3 different age ranges: 2 to 4, 5 to 9, or 11 to 14. So what we did the first year is we did an even number of boys and girls, and we kind of just spaced it out. And there we were packing those shoe boxes. Now, I want you to know, Nolan said his favorite thing to pack is the fun things, and we do put some fun things in there. But understand, these people don't have a lot. Randy and Tracy actually went overseas to give shoe boxes out a couple years ago, and the stories we got from them were the necessities are what overwhelmed them. Socks, gloves, things that we take for granted. Those are the things that they really needed. And so we pack things like that too in there. But the thing is, we want our kids to understand that it's not really about the material things in the box at all. Because the awesome thing about Operation Christmas Child is that every kid that receives the boxes learns about who now?
Jesus.
That's right. Every child learns about Jesus, and that's what's so important. Let's go and go to the next slide there. So this is the 100 shoe boxes in 2013 in our basement that after we got finished packing. That was a long night, by the way. But we got it all packed, and there they are showing off. And I have to confess with you, I have up there Faith Like a Child. I wrote a little blog entry after this because, I never thought in a million years that we would pack 100 shoe boxes. And I feel like what happened was no one knew that we were going to get 100 shoe boxes. You just have faith, like a child, that's our goal. That's what God has put before us, and we're going to do 100 shoe boxes. Do we have that kind of faith? And that's exactly what God taught me that first year. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Because last year, there was new ornaments and a new goal. Last year, Riley, what did we make last year?
Angels.
We made angels for the Christmas tree. And Nolan, what was your new goal last year?
204.
That's exactly right. His goal was 204. By the way, I have not asked him a goal for this year. Just to send 204 shoe boxes, do the math, $1,428 just to send those, not counting packing those. 204. First off, we find the 4, and that is a large number. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. We had to have some help last year to get that many. This is Mary Parton in our church. She came up to me and she said, Mark, God's really been after me. Seeing your kids, seeing their excitement about Operation Christmas Child, she said, I've got to help. So she started making these pouches to sell for $7 a piece, paid for one shoe box. And so that's what she did on her own. She made these pouches and we sold them. And she gave us all the money to help pay to pack the shoe boxes. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide there. Now, in order to send 200 shoe boxes, you have to buy in bulk. We are very thankful for the Dollar Tree that just moved into town in Hohenwald. And so we hit up Dollar Trees and dollar stores and things like that. And I don't know if they love seeing us coming or hate seeing us coming, but we clean them out. I mean, we go in and we go after what we need there because that's the only way to send that many shoe boxes. Again, I'll remind you, it's not really about the stuff in the box. That's the vehicle for these kids to hear about Jesus. And so that's what we do. So the next one, let's go ahead. So we had the first year, we packed in our basement. We outgrew that with Nolan's lofty goal. This is our fellowship hall at church, and so this is Friday night, and we decided to have a packing party on Saturday. And so that Friday night, we got busy just putting 2 lines, one for boys, one for girls. Here's the boxes, here's all the stuff, and we're going to bring people in the next day to help us fill these boxes. And so that's kind of where we were. Now, I'll tell you this is one thing I learned you may or may not know. I've been to the Operation Christmas Child, the processing center in Atlanta. There's several of them. I've been there a couple times to help. The next step after you send them is they go to a big processing center before they're sent out. Every box is fingered through to make sure there's not anything in there that shouldn't be in there. And one thing I found was everybody packs ages 5 to 9. So this year, last year, we packed only for kids 2 to 4 and 11 to 14. Because if you go to that center, there's all kinds of 5 to 9. And we wanted the young kids and the old kids to hear about Jesus too. And so that's that. Let's go ahead and go to the next slide. So this is us packing the box that Saturday. It went really well. It was a great day packing all those boxes. And we'll go to the next one too. This is the crew that helped us pack there. And so this was our packing crew last year. And then if you go to the next slide, there 215. We surpassed the goal. 215 shoe boxes last year. Just think about that. Every shoe box you see up there is an opportunity for the gospel to be shared. Every shoe box provides an opportunity for somebody to hear about Jesus. And the thing that I love about Operation Christmas Child is that they don't just give them a shoebox and say, here, learn about Jesus and we'll see you later. See, that they believe in disciple making more than just evangelism, come to know Jesus. They follow up. And so every kid has the opportunity for 3 months to learn about Jesus. And they have homework, and they take it home, and they have this Greatest Journey book that they can share with their parents and their family members. And all of a sudden, this ministry, it is unbelievable, the impact it's making. I want you to see something else that happened last year, because Operation Christmas Child, Samaritan's Purse, got wind of their story. And they said, I got a call from Boone, North Carolina. They said, can we send a video person down to film you guys making ornaments and packing shoeboxes? And we said, sure. So they came last November. They came to our house, and you can see them videoing the kids on the couch there. And then we went up to church, and they videoed some up there too, and they videoed them making ornaments and that sort of thing. I want you to see that video. So look, we're going to see if we can do that.
The kids were learning about Operation Christmas Child at church and probably had the idea of raising some money for packing shoeboxes. So we sold the ornaments for $7, which would cover the cost of one shoebox.
They started selling them and they were doing really well. So that, we might get like 20 or 30 boxes. Well, no one started saying, no, we're going to do 100 boxes. And I was like, there's no way. And sure enough, the money just kept coming in and people kept wanting to buy ornaments. So we wound up making the goal of 100.
All right, thank you, sir. Good job, Mom.
We go to church, and then they have little lines of toys and stuff. Then you can get a box and start going through, put an age and all that. Put a little note. You pack pencils and sharpeners, erasers, school supplies, erasers, little soft stuffed animals, erasers. No, that's me the first kid.
Not our kids, they love it. It's just a unique opportunity to come together and provide something for another child across the world. It's really such an awesome, awesome ministry.
I hope that the kids get to learn about Jesus and have fun with the boxes.
So this year, I wanted you to see what we're doing this year. These are the ornaments that we're making this year. We do have some in case anybody's interested. They are $7, and all that money helps us send shoe boxes. And again, if you're interested, we do have some, and you can see us after it's over. I just wanted to kind of close by saying this. I don't work for Operation Christmas Child. I'm not even one of their volunteers at all. But I do work for Jesus. And he tells us all nations are on his heart. He tells us to make disciples of all nations. And here's the thing. He's given us a vehicle with just a simple shoebox for $7 to tell a kid about Jesus around the world. I mean, last year, of those 204 shoeboxes, Noah can tell you, they went all over the place. Noah, where all those shoeboxes go?
Mali, Africa, and China.
All over South America. Those 204, we got emails from where all they went, and they went all over the place. A simple shoebox, you can make an investment in eternity. And so I just want to kind of challenge you as we close here. I never thought God would call us to do 100 shoeboxes 2 years ago, or especially not 215. It ended up last year. What is it that God wants from you this year with Operation Christmas Child? I mean, of all the ministries out there, I've been involved on a lot of ministries. I've gone on a lot of mission trips and things like that, and I'm telling you, this ministry is incredible. What can you do to tell kids across the world about Jesus this year? Pray about that. Ask God to show you how many boxes He wants you to pack. I just want to close in prayer this morning and just pray for that. Father, I just thank you so much, God, for this church. And I just thank you so much for Operation Christmas Child and, God, how you've used it all over this world to tell people about you. God, not just the kids. Because how you've spread it to family members and how it's spread, God, in places is unbelievable. And how you provide an opportunity for disciple making in those areas, God, is incredible. God, I pray for each and every person in this room. God, I pray that you would put a goal on each of our hearts. And God, that we, God, would have faith like a child and say, yes, God, if that's what you want from me, that's what I'll do. God, may we make an investment in your kingdom. God, I love you so much. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.